Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Pedersen, the head of the Research Centre at the Australian War Memorial. I'd just like to say a few words to you about the major international conference that the War Memorial is holding on the Korean War on the 6th to the 7th of October this year. Those dates, the 6th and 7th of October, are close to the anniversary of the Battle of Marion Sang, one of the seminal actions that the Australians fought in the Korean War. Australians were there in the air, on land and sea, at the start of the war in 1950 to its end in 1953. We will have a formidable array of Australian and international speakers at the conference. It will be opened by Professor Bob O'Neill, one of Australia's finest and most erudite scholars ever. Bob is a former Ticelli Professor History of Oxford and is the Australian official historian of the Korean War. From America, we'll have Professor Alan Millett speaking on America and the war. Professor Richard Hallion, a former historian from the Chief Historian of the United States Air Force, covering air operations in the war, and Professor Zhao Bing Li talking about China and its intervention. From the United Kingdom, we'll have Sir William Purvis. He won the Distinguished Service Order as a National Service Platoon Commander. He'll be talking about his experiences in the Korean War. Dr. Yongnam Na from South Korea. He'll cover the development of the South Korean Army during the war. And Australia's own Cameron Forbes will be speaking on Australia's role and involvement in the war. The conference will also look extensively at military operations and commanders, starting with Professor David Horner, one of Australia's finest military historians, talking on the High Command. Dr. Bob Breen will compare the battles of Kap Yong and Marion Sang. Australian veterans will join Sir William Purvis in a panel to discuss their experiences in the war, taking questions from the floor. Finally, Dr. Peter Edwards, the Australian official historian of Southeast Asian conflicts post-45, will close the conference. I think that over the 2 days, the conference will comprise a tremendous commemoration of Australia in the Korean War, and it will also honour our veterans in a way that they deserve. It will bring the Korean War in from the cold.